Welcome to Mastication Station. I'm your host, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hi. And we are going to be celebrating our first anniversary show.
All right.
That's right. Here in about 11 months or so. So we're getting prepared for that.
That's right. It's the first annual star-studded, once-in-a-lifetime Best Bits, No Holds Barred, all-you-can-eat, cavalcade of comedy, Mastication Station 12-month anniversary, three-quarter-hour. As usual, I'm your announcer, Brock Rottweiler, and you've really stepped in something this time with this cavalcade of entertainment. Showing up tonight, but he's only going through the motions, Tony J. Lemon. And profiting the most from Tony's untimely demise, the Studio Ed, Lee Daly. And coming back for more punishment, more fun, Funny Man, Brian Berkey. Sharpened elbows at the ready, Roz Brown. The thrice athletic, Peter Daning. He graduated, Robert Helt. Also known as Rogue 2, Matt Jones. He'll take your blood anytime, Chuck Lane. He's biking to a theater near you, Phil Snyder. His top's down, Bill Valley. And the star of his show, Steve Wilhoff. Our sponsor tonight is Sam Elliott Injections. That's right. If you're found lacking to your maidenly counterparts, Sam Elliott Injections may do the trick. And now, Love on the Rocks ain't no big surprise. Just pour him a drink and he'll tell you some lies. Tony J. Lemon.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 1 hour anniversary. 1 year anniversary of Mastication Station. Welcome to the studio audience. Thanks for being here. We are live on location outside to the back of the studio, mostly because there's another show filming right now. So they put us back here, but you can see that we have a great view of the backyard of the studio. This is the 1 year anniversary of Mastication Station, so thought we'd just kind of talk about some best scenes that we've had this year. And here's our studio Ed, Lee Daly.
You know, that year has just flown by. You know, we've had some great guests. We've had some great skits and great competitions. You know, I'm thinking of our guests that we've had. You know, Mr. Steve Wilhoff and that whole tongue working at the slaughterhouse tongue factory, and that was gross on a whole scale level.
And then of course we had Brian Berkey, who had his family who dressed like wrestlers. So that was I thought that was brilliant.
I think so.
And also the bike repairman guy.
The bike repairman.
Phil Snyder.
Phil Snyder. He was candidly detached from the show with his mustache. And
yes.
Who was it? The cat.
The cat. Yes. The cat scene was probably one of our highly acclaimed scenes. It had the most likes, actually.
Remember what that cat's name was?
I can't, but I think we're going to watch a scene of that. So we've had many guests on Mastication Station. So we're going to roll the film of some of the best highlights of all of our guests on the show. So anyway, Steve, you write advertisements. Would you tell us about that? Tell us about that.
I write advertisements.
Uh-huh.
So you write advertisements?
You're a man of many words.
The Federal Aviation Administration pops in on us at the school at Smith Field. They pop in, they'll sit in a classroom, and they will look for things that might disturb them.
Like,
Well, like not paying attention, like eating, like sleeping, like watching videos on a laptop.
and that's just the teacher, right?
Huh?
That's just the teacher.
Well, the teacher immediately gets off YouTube when he walks in the door.
And there's also a Dragon dictation software.
Wait,
Dragon. You know, you have to feed it, you know, get some...
Oh, that you meant you were
Bring your hay.
dragging it.
No, we only do that with the patients.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the one thing that you think was in your diet that was key to take out that started that change for you?
For me, the big change was pop,
Oh,
soda,
okay.
depending on where you live in, in the U.S.
See, it's top here, soda in the
Cola.
south, cola in the
East
south.
Coast.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
The carbonation was my big problem. I always thought it was the caramel, so I always tried to go to a 7-Up or a Sprite kind of drink, but it didn't matter. It was the carbonation for me. It just made my stomach upset all the time. I drank probably half a 2-liter to 2-liter a day.
Wow.
That's a lot
And
of bubbles.
unbeknownst
That's a
to
2
me,
liter. That's like a liter, right?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
okay.
Sorry.
We're going back to Europe
that's why
again,
I'm not a
aren't we?
teacher. That's right. That's not my thing.
So a husband in training. So you train other husbands eventually?
No, no, I won't do that.
So, how many miles do you think you've ridden in your whole career as a bicyclist?
Glad you asked.
Now, we've never met before.
It's on the order of 140,000.
Wow.
lifetime.
140,000 miles?
How much of that was downhill?
Oh, half.
So that was the easy part.
Right, because I always end up in the same place. It has to be half and half.
But it was downhill the other way too, right? Because that's
Downhill both
opposite.
ways.
That's the opposite of
I've
what
never
my
found
grandpa
that one. We keep looking for it.
said.
And I wasn't one of those weird massage therapists either, because
With beads and
yes, and
And,
I can
harpsichords.
feel your aura.
Stones.
that's good. And your chi was people's chi out of
Yes,
line?
their chi.
Yeah.
Oh, I've actually done some of that polarity therapy where you do the energies of the body
Oh,
and worked
interesting.
on people, and especially with people with amputees. You actually have to work the part that's missing
Really?
because they have ghost feelings in there
Okay.
that still get sent to their body. So when you do that polarity therapy, you actually work on those parts.
Oh, that's
as well.
interesting.
It's
kinda like
very
your ex-wife,
interesting.
Tony.
Some of each language, but they don't know either very well.
What was the biggest struggle that you had in that situation?
Well, I think any new teacher struggles like crazy. And for me, my first year teaching, I taught 7th grade self-contained, which means I had 7th graders all day long. And we had an extra long day because our school, our kids were lower academically. And we didn't have any specials teachers, so no gym class, no music class, no art class. It was basically just a one-man show.
Wow.
So nothing special.
I
at
didn't
your
have a
school.
Lee Daly backing me up out there.
And just lately have gotten involved in a place that refurbishes older bikes, either yard sale bikes or trade-ins or things that castaways, that sort of thing, and they refurbish them into serviceable bikes. And then they make them available to low-income people and to homeless people who may need transportation but really can't afford it.
So I mean, we write plays and perform them.
Yeah.
We had a circus last year,
Yeah.
built our own big top, and had human cannonball and
Well, that sounds
the
fantastic.
tattoo lady, lion tamer. Yeah. But this year, one of our big events was the Old Camp Berkey Wrestling Smackdown. Asylum Prisoner, Sweet Preacher was Twisted Sister. Bobcat Scarface was Pale Face. Captain Cardinal, I think The Mountain.
Oh, the mountain. Very menacing.
Or Disco Unicorn. I forget, she was a pirate, and I can't really remember her name. she faced off against some cave woman. I can't keep all the
With a
names
bag?
straight, but
Is that a greasy bag?
That's a club.
Oh.
Night Stalker. There, Eric the Cleric. I was crustacean. My theme was purple. Has to fill out an
Now,
application.
speaking of celebrities, do you like Chips?
Eric Estrada is one of the best actors I've ever seen.
The chips that I'm talking about would be like the kind that you ingest, not the kind that you fawn over.
As in potato?
Yeah.
We have such a large organization, everything's really siloed. We've got corn, we've got cows, we've got pigs. There's no pig wrestling. That's only after hours, like behind the mud.
So did you ever have any problems with the convertible? Did it ever leak or anything like that?
Yes, one time. What happened is it was an old top, the original top on it, and my cat, whose name was Shat, was sleeping on top of the car, and Shat fell
That's a joke that
right
I'm not even
through,
going to touch.
fell right through the top of the car.
Your cat's name was Shat.
Shat. My
Shat
son
the cat.
named the cat Shat.
Is that a past
the cat.
tense of anything? Can we edit
No,
this out
not
later?
Well, Shat fell through right over where the driver's side is, right over the top. It put a big slit in the top of the car.
What do you do at the hospital?
I'm what they call a phlebotomist.
Say it again.
A phlebotomist.
Can you spell that?
Phlebotomist.
It's not a lobotomist, it's a
Oh,
phlebotomist.
goodness.
That's what you had, Tony.
You walk out here at Fort Wayne, you walk out with 2 credentials. That's what happens here.
So how many letters is that after your name?
It could be 1, 2, 3.
Senior
it
scholar.
it could be AAS, A plus P. That's what you'll generally see.
That's
Sounds
like when
like
you
an
had that
equation.
acronym, Tony.
Yeah, it's what we call alphabet soup.
Yeah.
So
So that's
The cow's heads.
Oh, okay.
I would trim the meat off. There's a lot of meat on a cow's head. Didn't know that.
didn't know that either.
You make good soup with those
The
heads.
day I got fired was the cow tongue. They sold that.
Sure.
And you'd cut that thing out and you'd set it there, and an inspector would come over and he'd look at it, and he'd, okay, and then you took a brand and you branded it. Had state of Indiana, and I did that. This is about 2 weeks I'd been there. I did that, and he looked at it, and everything's fine. And I'd never had this happen, but as soon as I hit the brand, I had it by the fat, and the tongue went like that over my hand. And I screamed like a second-grade girl. And I went like that, and I threw this thing, and it hit the inspector right in the back of the neck. And he turned around and yelled at me, and I said, I think I'm done here. And I was.
Wow.
That was, yeah.
Wow.
Most of the issues could be resolved by a simple reboot. Sometimes your program crashed, sometimes something doesn't work, your computer's maybe been on too long, and it's just a heat issue, some weird glitch. Reboot. Most of the time it's going to fix, it's going to start working for you. And then if it doesn't, then you call your nephew and say,
Hey Johnny, get on the phone here. I can't fix this. Do a join.me session.
Can you do that again?
Hey Johnny!
yeah.
If you want a great book to read about Native, like growing up as a Native American, a modern Native American, the absolutely true diary of a part-time Indian.
A wimpy what?
No, there's no wimpy. This is not a wimpy book.
No wimpy kids here.
None.
One guy came in and where we volunteer, and he says, I need to have my brakes fixed, and he didn't have any brakes at all. I mean, the parts were missing from both the front and the rear brakes. He says, I got a new pair of shoes. He says, I don't want to wear them out trying to stop, dragging my feet.
Well, I can drive a truck, for goodness sakes. Let me drive this thing. I don't know. This is down in Texas, Clifton, Texas. I don't know if you should drive it. I said, I got this, trust me. And I'm driving up the driver's lounge, and I'm going through the gears. And I'm like, well, this is nothing. This is great. And I'm going around this bend, and the truck's leaning. And I said, well, you got to expect that. It's a big thing. And it just keeps leaning. And I said, well, it's a pretty steep, And I realized, my God, I think I'm falling. And I was. And bam, the whole thing. And the drivers heard the crash, and they had time to come out and stand and wait for me to stop skidding. And when they came, they said, the steering wheels are pretty big on these things. I had my arms and my legs around.
Well, I've seen a lot of stuff.
What have you seen in theaters that has been kind of strange? Like behaviors or...
Now, this is a
Well,
family show,
since
Tony.
I lived quite close to MSU campus.
Yes.
There was lots of college shenanigans. Peeing over railings. And,
Seriously? Wow.
Oh, yes, and other unmentionable acts, which were kind of odd because they tend to happen in kids' movies that play late at night.
Oh, why would they play a kids movie late at night?
Well, like that 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock showing.
Oh, that late at night, I see.
Like,
Yeah, I usually hit the sheets at about 7:30.
yeah, so, you know, there's no kids in there. There's usually nobody in there. That
Except
was
for
their
maybe two,
opportunity.
maybe three.
I have no idea.
Okay, so that was great.
That was great. You know, I'm still flabbergasted that we have not been sued by any of those guests.
Well, one, but
Breach of contract.
We dropped it, I think.
Right, and we did. I mean, it is a paid position.
It is. It is.
Not much.
Not in money.
Not in not in anything consumable.
It's 3 squares
actually.
a day. We
3
give them
squares
for about 1 day.
Sandwiches.
As long as they like squares.
That's right.
So, but we've also had some really cool comedy bits that have come in with the heckling of the movie called Movie Talk, and also that one time I had to have a portable audience show up. So that was fascinating. So here's some highlights of all the non-guest things that happened on Mastication Station. Here we go.
Everything is A-OK.
Well, gee, Scoop, let's get out of here.
That's a bad look for you.
And in fact,
That's a bad look for anyone.
in fact, I think that they put me in this little jacket that makes your arms.
It's
go.
constricting. It's a thunder jacket. We have one on our dog. Yeah, and
They put the cone on me.
Oh,
the cone was on me.
You were trying to lick yourself? That's disgusting.
Lee, what is happening downtown this weekend? Okay. Obviously, these are very difficult questions for Lee, so I'm going to go on to the next What? I have a call.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Lamone? Yeah, Mr. Lamone. Hey, this is Larry down at the Auto Mall, Cupcake Factory, and Nail Salon.
Nor are we asking for any special privilege.
It's a girl. So I try to be Lassie from the Lassie Show.
You know Lassie's technically dead. You know, I think Lassie just rolled over in his grave. All 13 of the Lassies just rolled over.
But the mountains were so beautiful.
The music always made me cry.
Yeah, it was beautiful mountains.
That and my dad beating me.
What's the story, General?
What's going on, General? Let us in
Stay
on
out
it.
there.
Let us in, take some shots.
Let us out. So you can vote now for which joke is next. I'll give you 10 seconds.
Studio audience, you'll find a little electronic device underneath your chair, and there are 3 buttons, A, B, and a C. Go ahead and push which
don't
of those
hit the
buttons,
4th one.
But do not hit the red one. That will be bad for the person sitting to your right. Go ahead and vote now.
Computer instrument tech, meteorologist.
Hello.
Co-pilot.
And Yngwie Malmsteen was arraigned today, as you can see. He had to give a speech about it, and they put him in front of a really big domed
That
building.
was a Lego exhibit right there.
Yeah. Life-size Lego. Yes, and so everybody came out for that, so that was cool, and then everybody got some free hot chocolate.
AGCS.
Laughing gas
Secure
for
final
everyone.
flight line.
We're good at pretending.
About this Eldorado, yeah, you gave us about $300 to fix that windshield. We got about $300 just in the windshield alone. And then when Vern's our chief mechanic, you know, he heard this weird sound underneath the hood of your car. So we popped that hood, and gosh darn, didn't we see a whole family of raccoons running around?
Okay, listen, wait. I don't have a car. I don't
I
drive.
have a car right now because it's in the shop. You know, what's going on yesterday? We go to public school. What's going on with you, boy? So we chased them raccoons around the shop for about 3 hours until Larry shot one in the head with a little hyper gun. You know, blew his little head right off clean. You know, but we got the skin that's tacked up on the wall next to the barn.
They're organizing what's happening this summer with the food court here. This is what's going to look like Food Row, the
Chili
Summer
cook-off.
Brewers Festival.
It's a chili cook-off.
And other delicacies there. So this is footage of what the Three Rivers Festival.
Well, you could tell the thrust was just immense.
Hey everybody, got a joke for you. How How about dentists, huh? What do you think of them? How about we just ask them to submit their questions ahead of time so they don't have to ask us while their hands and feet are in our mouth?
I just got a Viking helmet,
Oh,
so
good.
now when I mow my front yard with my Viking helmet, the neighbors will turn a blind eye once more.
So you got Mo, glass of wine, and the Viking helmet.
Well, I'm building a cup holder on my mower.
Okay.
And a straw. Because I
Okay.
tried to hold the glass of wine and mow, but mine's not self-propelled, so I have to actually human propel it.
And all your lines are kind of
spilling wine everywhere, and which made the worms happy.
I bet. And,
But,
and
so
slow.
now a cup holder with a straw, Viking helmet, and in my PJs. Yeah.
I know your PJs, they're clothes, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
It's a onesie. It's a cat in the hat onesie with a Viking helmet.
Wait,
You must have a very bad
this is carbon monoxide. What are you doing?
He's awful. Now be nice, okay? Ow! Which one of you bit me?
Ooh, I'm getting my hair burned. It's one of your worst jokes.
That's one of my. That's
one of the worst jokes I've ever heard.
Pulling a camper.
Thank you, studio audience, for just taking us
You really
way over
screwed
the
it
edge of good right into bad.
My other punchline was really, really good. I mean, it was fantastic. It was probably the best joke I have written in my entire 3-week career. But you're not going to hear it because you didn't vote on it. And what else happened on the show?
The challenges.
Challenges! My gosh, I forgot about the challenges. The ones that I lost almost every time, right?
Hoover Dam, you guys weren't even close.
I wasn't close. I thought
Not
that was
even close
a
to
truck
Hoover Dam.
or something. We had to shave balloons.
Shave balloons?
So that was fun to do. We made a mess, and the director wasn't very happy with it.
The lima beans over the straw?
Correct.
Or
So-
jelly beans over the straw?
Yes.
But I
so
think you cheated on that one.
I didn't cheat. I don't think.
I think you did. You moved your straw closer
and
than the other one.
The cornhole thing.
The cornhole
that
thing
we
with
did.
young Peter Daning.
Yes. So
Talented young man.
He was he was going into labor at the time. I think that's why.
I think he's doing something with husbands. That's all I got.
I
Husbandry, training husbands. Lumberjack training who are husbands. I don't know.
So here are some scenes of the challenges that we had on Mastication Station. Please sit back and
So we got this. Go.
Do you have to swallow them or just get them in your mouth?
Get them in your mouth and eat them. Get them in your mouth and eat them.
As long as,
and then
as long
swallow.
as they're in your mouth.
Don't swallow
you
first.
win.
Put them in your mouth, chew them, and then swallow.
Add spit to it to help it.
Okay.
Or is it swallow
So
them
whenever
first,
he's
then
ready-
have it in your mouth,
Can I
and
dunk
then
these
chew?
in water first? Like Joey Chestnut? All right.
Go. 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 Oh, come on.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, it does. Wait for it. Wait for it. Go. Let go.
Not yet. Wait.
What?
Okay. Ready?
3, 2, 1. Go. Come on, let's go with that whooping on you.
I'm going to get dizzy.
Okay, I'll go this way.
You get a point just for getting close.
I think you went the wrong way.
And he's going to say, whenever he says go, don't open it.
Oh, you got it.
And Tony's got 2 over there. Bill Valley's struggling.
Uh-oh.
Tony's
I might
still-
actually. You want to practice one since I did?
Yes.
Okay, I'm good.
You ready? Ready? Okay. I'm eating chip.
Oh, there's no water
You're falling behind, Tony.
Oh, man.
Oh, that sounded like most of the audience to me.
No.
And now our esteemed host, Tony.
No crickets, please.
Oh, and that's 4 white women in the front. You know, you can't vote again.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think it was, gentlemen?
A boat.
I think it was an aqueduct from 1945 with the lamp posts lighting the way for the migrant workers to come in and sit underneath to wipe out the refuse.
All right, that's enough.
Isn't that in New York Harbor?
Gentlemen, you were
The
building
Hoover Dam.
the Hoover Dam.
That's
Got it.
Oh, everyone's a winner.
I win.
Oh, he won! Done. Hands away. Chef stepped away from the dinners.
Ah.
Tie.
You still have the guard on?
Uh-huh.
What? Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, you didn't.
Known cheater.
You didn't tell me to take that off, drill sergeant.
That was great. Hey, we'll be right back after this, and we'll have some more footage.
Hello, I'm Les Masterly, founder and owner of Les Save Incorporated. For years I was found to be lackluster to my maidenly counterparts, not fetching to my gynekomorphous cohorts, but with my
Sam Elliott injections. Why, picking up the skirts is as easy as pie. That's right. The dames don't stand a chance when this dude is on the prowl. All Sam Elliott injections can be found in your grocer's freezer section, and they come in an array of doses and typecast actors. And, for a limited time only, Ethel Merman tablets are half off.
I took my Sam Elliott injections too. I'm his sister. I'm from the Frisco area. I can tell you my life's been supreme since.
Try it today.
And then Hey, that was great. That was
Nice. I like being out here behind the studio. You know,
Yeah,
the weather's great.
The weather's fantastic.
Weather's great. We can't,
I'm
you
really
know,
enjoying that.
for living in so close to Sandusky, you'd think that we'd be, you know, the weather would be tough, but
Yeah,
it's
more
gorgeous.
San Diego upside down kind of.
Upside down, like Australia is upside down from Italy.
Yeah, Lee wanted to bring up a question that one of our viewers had.
Right. We've received a lot of mail recently about the third person of this triad of information, the baby. People are wanting to know what is the deal with the baby.
The baby.
The baby.
What baby?
And this is a really good reason why Tony sees a therapist weekly.
On the show, we've also had some great musical guests. So we're going to just have a little snippet of all the musical guests we've had, and here they are. And that was it for that.
What a great show.
We'll be right back, and
What a
we'll
great
wrap this
year.
up. It's been a great year.
Wrap it up.
And we'll wrap it up with some wascally things we're going to do. So what if a doctor puts a sandwich in the VCR? How many backsides do you see a day?
I work on a lot of every day.
Do you ever recognize them at the store? I've seen that one before. So if you can't tell the difference between like a wrench and a hammer, would that go against you? What was what was the worst part of that? I mean, did you have to actually put them in a machine or something like that and it sucked all the giblets out? And then do they use it for something? Do they throw it away? Do they
It's
dispose of it, burn
biohazard
it?
at that point. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not used for anything.
All right,
So
so,
you
do you like stuff?
Yes,
So the fumes, did they make you see things that weren't actually there?
And just do airplane tracking. You won't be able to see the screen because it's all white with airplanes. With over 33,000 flights in the air in a 24-hour period.
Over Fort Wayne?
Over the United States of America.
That's bigger.
So 140,000 miles, which would probably be, give or take, going across the country at least once. Now, speaking of celebrities, do you like chips? Lee, what is happening downtown this weekend?
Went out there when she was a toddler and then moved back to Michigan when she was 10. So
That's like Sacagawea.
Sort of.
Was captured as a child and
Yes.
came back.
Was she captured? Was your mom captured?
she was not captured.
Okay,
Actually,
that part
she
maybe
was,
not.
Also, you used to look a little different.
Yes.
You've lost a lot of weight, which
Yeah.
makes me somewhat jealous because right now it looks like you're being interviewed by a whale.
Well, the way our society is going, that's not too far down the road.
No.
Several husbands. That was
Hey,
it.
speaking of computers,
Yes.
do you like chips? A wimpy what?
no,
You're thinking of the Butt Hut.
No one what?
That's where we get those cigars that you like.
Oh, I was thinking Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Never mind.
They have cigars at Pizza Hut?
What's a bus hut?
What? Huh?
What's a bus hut? Well, I mean, you could put was it tin foil on the toilet or whatever? Right?
No.
Right?
I am a triathlete. I consider myself
are
a
one.
triathlete at this,
I triathletes
at this
too.
point.
Now that is, what is it? It's shoot a
Swimming.
guy, strangle a person, and then ride a bike? How many bikes do you have?
He went to Toad's there.
You did?
He's
He's got
I have
4 bikes that
Four
he
bikes.
rides every day and one that's sentimental.
Well, I ride regularly.
I did that because I wanted to make sure he was listening.
Oh.
Well, thank you for coming. Is there any other things that you can think of that we didn't talk about?
We talked about guests, challenges, comedy bits, the fact that you don't see the baby.
What baby?
I think maybe prelude to what's coming up next
What
year.
baby are you talking about?
I'm not talking about any baby.
Okay. Next year we're gonna have more guests. I hope
More
at least
locations?
one per
Exotic
show.
locations.
Exotic locations. Much like, and again, we'd like to thank the studio for allowing us to come back here and have
Kicking
this
us out.
great view of the backyard of our studio lot. So it's been a fantastic thing.
It's been an amazing year.
Yeah. So
It's been a pleasure working with you.
It's been great. It's been great. We're going to try our best to have the next year be just like the last year, except better and twice as long. So, everybody, thank you for coming. Thanks for being great audience. Your gifts are under the chair, which is
One fabulous stick of juicy fruit gum.
that you don't have to purchase anymore.
That's right.
And it's not chewed this time, and I apologize for last time.
That was disgusting.
If you want to contact us, you can contact us. Look at the top there. It's called Mastication Station at yahoo.com. Mastication Station at yahoo.com for any humorous vignettes, questions, comments, concerns,
Videos.
or any recipes you'd like to swap.
Recipes.
Like 2 parts H, 1 part O. So, all right. Oh, you know what we didn't talk about?
No.
Best of the stand-ups.
Best of the stand-ups.
Times that we had to come out here and tell jokes and stuff.
I don't think we had any of those.
We didn't have any best of that.
Not best of.
No.
No. Most of them were actually terrible.
No. Well, there was that one time the guest had to actually pick the joke.
True.
Yeah,
They picked the wrong answer.
That didn't go very well.
No.
So
Let's not do that again.
no. All right. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great year. We'll see you in another time. Goodbye, everybody.